Hello students, welcome to Social Science online classes. In the last session, we discussed the state legislature. That is, in the last session, we discussed the nature of a state legislature, legislative assembly, that is Vidhana Sabha. Okay, then we discussed the qualification of MLAs and the term of the office. We have also discussed the powers and functions of a legislative assembly. So in this session, we shall discuss about the Legislative Council, that is Vidhana Parishad. This is the upper house. The upper house of the state legislature is called the Legislative Council. The strength of this house is one third of that of the Legislative Assembly of the state. How much is the strength? How much is the strength? The strength of this house is one third of the Legislative Assembly of the state. So now tell me, what is the Legislative Assembly in Karnataka? What is the strength of the Legislative Assembly in Karnataka? The strength of the Legislative Assembly in Karnataka, the Legislative Assembly in Karnataka is 225. Okay. Now, what is the one third of 225? One third of 225. That is how much it is? That is 75. Okay. Strength of this house is one third of that of a legislative assembly of the state. So the strength of the legislative assembly is in Karnataka is 225. So the one third of the legislative council in Karnataka is 75 members. What is the strength of a legislative council in Karnataka? The strength of the legislative council in Karnataka is 75. Okay. Then, however, the number should not be, it should not be less than 40. Okay, the members in the legislative council is than 40. So this is the reason why some states do not have a legislative council. We have already read it in the studied it in the last session that some of the some of the states do not have two houses. Some of the states have only one houses. This is the reason why some of the states do not have legislative council. They have only legislative assembly because the strength of a legislative assembly is less. So it is less than, if the one third of their legislative council is less than 40, so such states cannot have a legislative council. Okay, why? Because it should not be less than 40. Okay, the number of the members of the Karnataka Legislative Council is 75. Just now I have showed us the one third of the 225 is one third of the 225 is how much? It is one third of the 225 is 75. Okay. See, one third of 225 is 75. So the number of members of a Karnataka Legislative Council is 75. These members represent 5 areas. Okay. Some are elected from among the members of a legislative assembly. Some are elected by local bodies. See, here some are elected by graduates constituencies, teachers constituencies. Then the governor nominates some members who are expert in the field of art, literature, education, social science, etc. See here, one third of the members, see, the members represent 5 areas. The members of Legislative Council or Vidhana Parishad, they represent from 5 areas. Which are these 5 areas? See, then how the members of Legislative Council are elected. See here, one third of the members are elected by the representatives of local authorities. That is, one third of the members are elected, one third of the by local bodies. Here local bodies means the members of municipalities, Jilla Parishad and Block Parishad. Okay. Then one third of the members are elected by legislative assembly. One third by local bodies, one third members of the council are elected by legislative assembly, that is MLAs. One third members are elected by local bodies, one third members are elected by MLAs. Then 1/12 of the members are elected by graduates. Okay, 1/12 of the members are elected by graduates in the state. Then 1/12 members are elected by teachers constituencies. Okay, 1/12 by members, 1/12 members are elected by graduates in the state, 1/12 by teachers in the state. Then the remaining, then the remaining are elected by the governor. Okay, others are nominated, sorry, not elected. The member governor. And these members should have a special knowledge or practical experience in literature, science, art, cooperative movement, social service, education, etc. Okay. Permanent body. This body cannot be dissolved, whereas the legislative assembly can be dissolved, but whereas legislative council cannot be dissolved. Why? Because the legislative council is a permanent body. Now let's see the qualifications of MLCs. Okay, qualifications of MLCs. He should be a citizen of India and should have completed, he should have completed 30 years of age, should possess all qualifications as required, as as required for an MLA. The term of the office, the term of the office of the members is 6 years. What is the term of the office of the members of legislative council? The term of the office of the members is 6 years. Every 2 years, every 2 years, the members of the legislative council retire. Every 2 years of the members of legislative council retire. Every 2 year, one third of the members. Okay, every 2 year, what happens? Every 2 years, one third of the members of a legislative council retire. The speaker and the deputy speaker, the speaker and the deputy speaker are chosen from among the members. Okay, the speaker assumes chairmanship during the proceedings of the house and ensures dignity and decorum of the house. So it is the responsibility of the chairman, of the speaker, who assumes as a chairmanship during the proceedings. He has to maintain the dignity and decorum of the house. Okay, now coming to the of legislative council. Legislative powers. First is legislative powers. All the bills may be presented in both the houses except money bills, which are presented first only in legislative assembly. See here, all the bills may be presented in both the houses. That is, the bill may be presented in the upper house as well as in the lower house. But only, except money bills are presented first only in legislative assembly. After the bill is approved by one house, it is sent to the other house. See, if the bill gets approved by one house, then it is sent to the other house. The legislative council withhold a bill for 3 months. Okay, the legislative council can withhold the bill for 3 months. However, when the same bill is sent by the Legislative Assembly for the second time, the council should approve it within 1 month. The first time when the Legislative Assembly sends the bill for the Legislative Council, it can withhold a bill for 3 months. In case if it does not respond, if it does not send the bill, then the same bill is sent by the Legislative Assembly for the second time. Then that time the council should approve it within 1 month. Okay. If it doesn't do, then it will be understood that it will be understood that both the houses have approved the bill and it will be sent to the governor for his assent. Okay. Next is financial powers. See, the Legislative Assembly has greater powers over finance than the Legislative Council. Okay. Which can be which can only withhold a finance bill for 14 days. See here, the Legislative Assembly has more powers than the Legislative Council in case of a finance bill. Moreover, the Legislative Council can withhold 4 days. If it does not return the bill after 15 days, it is understood that both the houses have approved the bill and it is sent to the governor for his approval. Next is administrative powers. The Legislative Council do not have much control over administration. Okay. See here, the Legislative Council do not have much control over administration. See, it can obtain information by posing questions to the ministers. See, it can get the information. It can get the information only by asking questions to the ministers. But whereas it does not have any control over the administration of the state. If the questions are not answered properly, it can only insist on the minister's resignation but cannot move a no confidence motion. Moreover, what it can do, it can question the ministers. In case if the questions are not properly answered by the ministers, the members of the Legislative Council can only insist on the minister's resignation but cannot move a no confidence motion. Okay. Next is discretion powers. The legislative council carries on debates about the government's programs. See, this is another power here. The Legislative Council carries on debates about the government policies, decisions and act. As this is the House of Elders, the debates are carried on in a very serious manners. See, in discretionary manners, here what happens, the Legislative Council carries on debates about the government's programs, policies, decisions and acts. And this is the House of Elders. So here in this house, the debates are carried out in a very serious manner. Okay. Okay, dear students, we'll wind up the session here. And in the next session, we will come up with the new chapter. You all write the notes. You all not write the notes of this chapter. And in the next session, we will come up with the new chapter. Thank you and have a good day.